Good afternoon, you guys. This is Brandon, also known as Slythr. Sorry this video is going out a little bit late. I'm recording it late because for the past couple of days I've been doing videos for work, actually. The whole methodology of recording a video on my phone and then editing it and then uploading it to YouTube has really come in handy because there's this presentation that my colleagues have to give to the CEO. I'm not going to give it because I'm a contractor, so I guess there's something there. But basically, I made this presentation and video footage, edited, compiled it together. It's a lot easier to edit on the computer, I found, instead of like doing it on a tiny little screen. It still works, and I did it for half a year, but just a lot easier here. So I was doing all of that, and then I guess they're presenting it to our boss's boss, and then there's another presentation for our boss's boss's boss, and then there's a final presentation with everyone, including the CEO. So it's like a little 10-minute thing, and I mean, it's kind of nice because I got to, I left work early to come home and then edit it, and then I uploaded it, but I was working an extra half an hour yesterday, the day before. So then today I got to leave a half hour early because I was working on it later than like the 5 o'clock thing, and they want to keep me under 40 hours because like paying a contractor double time, like no. So I've been doing a couple of different things this past week, or I guess week and a half. First of which was getting my computer to run Windows. Now you're like, Brandon, you just spent a bunch of money on a Mac. Why would you do that? There's a lot of programs that only run on Windows. So, and most of you people are familiar with Windows. If you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, if your computer has the little like 4-button thing on the lower left-hand corner, that's Windows. If it's a Mac, there's the bar across, like iPads, iOS are all Apple products. It's not necessarily the same operating system, but it looks similar. So just to give you kind of an idea if you're not familiar with computers. So running both of those things simultaneously. And it took a little bit of finagling and a couple extra programs, but basically now I'm able to have my Mac computer have all of my programs and everything, and then I allocated a specific amount of my computer's like power muscle specs, whatever you want to call it, and now I can just like slide back and forth, and it's like, oh, Mac, oh, Windows, and I'm able to run a bunch of games, a couple of different programs that are like Windows only that aren't coded for the Mac operating system. So I've been doing a lot of that. My resources are split, but it gives me a lot more malleability with my programs. So yeah, been doing that. And if you guys are sending me mail, I know I haven't put the P.O. box in the description. I don't know if it's on the profile, but it's 1661 because I got a couple of different packages at different numbers, and it took me a little bit to go find them. Right now, there's a package that's kind of going back and forth because it's the wrong number, and like it got lost in the shuffle because the P.O. box and the number that was put was closed. So it went back, and then they just like stamped it and resent it, but then the post office here didn't like that because they didn't know which one was which, so they just sent it back. And this is like the 3rd or 4th time now. I talked to the person that sent it, and I guess it was like Easter candy, so I'm pretty sure it's gone by now. But yeah, just for your reference, 1661. There was something else. Oh, yes. So I got an email today from Remote Year, if you guys recall. It was the program that allowed me to travel for an entire year for a set amount and then work while doing it. So I could just, take my computer with me. Obviously, like I have a massive computer. I can't do that unless they would give me a MacBook, and I'm not going to go out and get another laptop or a laptop to work on. Obviously, I can't take this thing. But if I do find a remote job, then that could still be a thing. And it's something that's been in the back of my mind. But I got an email today, and they're just like, oh, hey, we just announced a new program that we're going to be launching in August. Like, here's the itinerary. So I guess they do these, like, once every 3 months or so, once a quarter, which is really exciting. And they sent me an email. It's just like, hey, since you've already been pre-approved from a previous screening session, like we'll fast track you. Just let us know if you can make it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So they have me on their list. I don't know for how long or how many sessions after. But if I can find something and go to like Argentina and the Czech Republic and Brazil, like that would be really cool. So yeah, just stuff I'm thinking about. I redesigned my website and I've been optimizing all of the images, so that should be all good to go. There's still a couple other projects that I want to add that I've been working on from CVS. So there's two different things. There's one that's on the corporate-y business side that allows them to configure a bunch of things. And then there's one that the actual people in the stores use, the pharmacists, to manage all of your prescriptions and everything. And I created the first one. I'm redesigning the second one, or at least doing a concept of it, because in order to implement that would cost billions-ish. Other thing was that the Walk the Moon concert that I was going to go to, I bought tickets back in February, I think, and the concert was in July. They just announced that they're not going to do their summer tour anymore because I guess one of the band members' parents is ill. So they're canceling their whole summer tour and they're refunding everyone, which, like, is fine, you know, like, go take care of that. And as a fan, like, you understand. But a couple of days after, I think it was actually yesterday, was announced that Lindsay Sterling, who, if you don't know her, YouTube violinist who is phenomenal and puts on and just has amazing showmanship, she is actually coming to Providence. Like, I don't even have to go up to Boston. So that's super excited, and that's also happening in July. So a little bit of the feedback that I've been getting from you guys is that you want to see some like alternate videos. Like, yeah, I do the fan mail videos, but those are kind of few and far between. So if you guys have any other ideas of things that I should do, hit me up. The other thing was that you guys kind of want to see more of what's going. Obviously, like, I record the videos here or on my phone, so I'm kind of boring. Like, I work 40 hours a week in an office job. Like, I don't go out a lot. But when I do, like, I will try and take more pictures for you guys so you can actually see things that are around. But if you have any other feedback, please let me know, and I will catch you guys later. Take care.